Zach Moss.
And I'm AJ Fenney.
And this is
Hippie?
Not Hippie. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 53, season 2, episode 1 of Hippie, Not Hippie.
Yeah. So much on this episode.
Yeah, we don't know what to... We'd love to hear from you guys. Do you think episode 53 sounds better or season 2, episode 1?
Yeah, we can always fix it.
Yeah, we don't... You know, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, we're breezy on this thing.
Yeah, season 2, does that make sense to you? There's 52 episodes in a season?
Yeah. It's not like you're going to buy these on some sort of conglomerate, whether it's like a CD set or something like that.
Yeah.
Buy them on 8-track.
Well, I know he said Ben Roy was going to be here this weekend, but he's not. He put his hand in somebody's mouth and they bit his finger off.
Does that really happen?
Yeah.
Got his fingers chomped?
He lost a finger.
Oh, Benji. Old 9-finger Benji.
But yeah, they're going to sew that thing back on, and...
Was he wrestling?
I don't know. He said he'd join us another time, though.
Okay. It's always interesting. We always say 10 fingers, but there's always 2 thumbs, which really means there's 8.
Yeah, but thumbs are fingers.
Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, would you rather take a finger in the ass or a thumb in the ass?
Yeah, I ran into an old friend of mine from my train trip when I was down in...
Trinidad?
In Trinidad, yeah. And he cut his finger off.
They put it in someone's mouth? This is an ongoing issue.
Yeah, he cut his finger off. He's got a little dub. But man, he was somebody that... Like, I never had to really think about this before, but when he was like, yeah, I cut my finger off, I was like, oh, you're the perfect kind of guy to cut your finger off. Like, that's going to be something you're going to have fun with, fucking with people with your finger you cut off for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think if I lost a finger or a part of a finger, I'd want to have a prosthetic that I could just remove.
Yeah?
You know, that's the way you prank people all the time.
Well, yeah. Have I ever talked on here about how I dated this woman for like 4 months, and I used to have a fake front tooth?
Wait a minute. I don't think so. There's something about prosthetics.
We'd been together for a long time though, and I used to have a flipper or whatever before I got my bridge.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we were just hanging out at the bar. We'd been together for months. And
she didn't know about the flipper?
And I pretended that I hit my tooth on like a glass. I was like, oh, fuck. And then I just like started wiggling it around and then just like started screaming. I was like, ah! And I like pulled it out and she's like, ah! And like, yeah.
You got to have a ketchup packet back there.
That was a really fun. I used to pull that prank on people all the time.
Yeah. Imagine a finger though, right? You got a finger, you could slam that thing in a door and go, ah, fuck! And then you pull it and it just rips off. Like, so many things.
Yeah, lots of fun games that you can play.
You could, well, you don't want to lose it inside.
I've got I mean, how committed are you to this, AJ?
I don't know. Oh, no. Like, for the riff, I'm fully committed. For the actual bit, I don't know. Oh.
So, my cousin... went to film school in the 90s. There was this buddy of his, and they went on this like trip through the South. And somewhere in the South, he paid someone $1,000 to cut their pinky off, and he filmed it.
Wait a minute. This is no fucking around. Like,
no fucking around. He paid a guy $1,000 to cut his pinky off.
Would you cut? I wouldn't cut my finger off for $1,000. Like, I think in the 90s.
This is in 92 though, you know.
Well, in 1992, I would have been like, whoa.
That's good money.
Yeah. But how much? Like the tip? I mean, the entire thing. You're taking it down to the knuckle.
I think they cut it off though in a way where he could have it sewn back on.
Oh fuck! But you couldn't be sober. You couldn't be sober during that. Like you'd have to be kind of numbed up, right?
I mean, you're probably a little drunk.
Because it takes a real particular type of lunatic to be able to pop that finger off.
Yeah, I don't know. You really wanted $1,000. How much would you charge?
To lose a digit.
Whole pinky.
God, dude. You don't think the pinky's important until it's gone. Like, I mean, I can still grab stuff, but it feels weird. Like, if you just pull your finger back and then grab the mic, I mean, it's the base. And you can't remove the middle one, because if you do that, you can't show aggression anymore.
How much?
You couldn't shock people?
Yeah, no shocker.
At least 50 grand. At least.
Wow, 50. I think I would need 6 figures.
Yeah?
Yeah, 6 figures for one finger.
Oh. Yeah, I still don't know if I could do it. Like, it's just a lot.
So, I had a really weird show this week.
Yeah?
Yeah, I performed in the back of Capitol Grill.
Oh, wait, the burger place? Best burgers in town, right?
No, right next to Comedy Works, the fancy restaurant.
Oh, we talked about that. There's a place off of like Colfax or something down near Cap Hill that's, I think I remember having burgers there that were really good. Okay, so you had this weird show. I vaguely remember you talking about this on the last episode of what you had agreed to. You had to do songs?
No, so the song one's coming up. This one was all for people born in November.
Oh, yeah. The Scorpio Sagittarius situation.
The November babies party.
Yeah.
And
there was no other. This was the thing that there was absolutely nothing else tying these people together outside of the fact they were born during this 1 month.
Yeah, well, and it turns out that it's this one woman, Dawn, and she's a character. She's super cool. She showed up with a diamond-studded cane.
Okay, as you do in November.
Yeah, as you do on your November baby's birthday party.
Wait, the entire cane studded up, just bedazzled?
Yeah, bedazzled in diamonds.
Real diamonds?
Yeah, and then she's wearing I don't know, probably not.
I'm not saying the real diamonds. You got to talk about up in this wage.
But yeah, and then she had some cool Chuck Taylors on in a business suit. Dawn was cool as fuck.
Sounds pretty badass.
So yeah, there was former city council people there. There was a former speaker of the state house.
Yeah.
There's politicians and lawyers and all kinds of shit. So it was an interesting group. I get there.
And you're just doing stand-up?
I'm doing stand-up, but I ended up hanging out. So it was supposed to be from 12 to 12:45. I didn't go on until 3 p.m.
Oh, this is an afternooner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go on at 3 p.m., but no, I hang with these people for a while, get to know these people, and right before I go on, they say, hey, we're going to do the thing that we do every year. Whatever election is going to be the election before the next, party that they have in November.
Yeah.
They're like, so who's going to be the nominee for the Republican and the Democrats, and who's going to win?
Wait, all the November babies are making this decision?
Yeah.
Do they do a vote on it?
No, everybody just says their prediction for who will be the Republican and the Democrat nominee and who will win.
Okay.
So, do you want to do it?
I don't follow politics enough to really know what's going on, but I'm already concerned that it's Trump.
That'll win?
No, that's who they voted on.
The Republican guy, right?
Yeah, is that who they're pushing?
Yeah, what about the Democrat guy?
Oh, I don't even know who's running in the blue.
Really?
I don't.
Holy shit. You don't?
I mean, is it Biden?
Yeah. It's fucking Joe Biden.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, dude.
Sorry, man. I thought it was a living guy.
Well,
I thought we were changing the oil on that dude.
no, so they had the predictions going across the room, and they got to me, and I was like, so I think it'll be Biden and Trump running against each other.
Yeah.
But I think during the election, both of them will die. So their VPs are going to run. is who will actually be on the ballot, and it's going to be Tucker Carlson for the Republican, and then Kamala.
Kamala doesn't bother me as much. I just can't imagine President Tucker.
Yeah.
No, it bothers me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Tucker.
Well, I mean, they call him President Biden. They don't call him President Joe. But yeah, so they go around the room and they do this. And one guy's like, Trump for the third year, he's going to win the third election in a row.
Oh, dude, that guy.
Yeah, no, so it's like all over the place. And then they get over and it's like kind of builds this tension. They're like, all right, here's your comedian, Zach Moss.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow. What a weird intro that is.
Yeah, it was super weird. But I don't know. The way I closed it out was I asked AI to write jokes about Sagittariuses and Scorpios.
Like you did it live or you'd already asked them?
I'd already asked AI and then I read it.
Okay.
So here are the jokes
that AI wrote about Sagittarius and Scorpios.
Yeah. So how do you know if a Scorpio is lying, AJ?
How do I know if a Scorpio's lying? I don't know.
You don't. They are masters of deception and manipulation. They will make you believe anything they want you to.
What what a weird, like at that point you've divided the room and all the Saggies are going,
Yeah, and they were like, okay, that's pretty fun. And I told them, I was like, AI was super mean.
Okay, so and you told them about this. You're like, hey, here's what we did.
I'm like, I had AI write jokes about each of you, and I'm going to read them to you, and I'm just going to let you know AI was kind of mean. So, and then I was like, why do Scorpios always win at chess? Because they're always one step ahead of their opponents and because they cheat when no one is looking.
Not very hippie there, AI.
Yeah. How do you get a Scorpio to apologize?
You don't.
You don't. They never admit they are wrong. They will blame you for everything ever that has gone wrong their entire lives.
I think AI is confusing Scorpios with sociopaths.
What do you get when you cross a Scorpio with a vampire?
Oh, God. A blood-sucking liar?
A bloodthirsty monster who will suck the life out of you and then ghost you.
Jesus Christ, AI.
I think AI had a bad relationship with a Scorpio.
Yeah, dude.
So then I was like,
heartbroken.
So here's the ones for Sagittarius. How do you know if someone is a Sagittarius?
I don't know.
Don't worry, they'll tell you. And then they'll tell you about their travel plans, their philosophy, and their latest crush.
At least they're honest, huh, Scorps?
Yeah. What do you call a Sagittarius who stays in a place for more than 1 week?
A squatter?
A miracle.
Oh, my God. So Scorpio or Sagittarius is a little flighty.
Yeah. How do you make a Sagittarius angry?
You ask it to stay around?
Tie them down, make them follow the rules, and tell them that they're wrong. Yeah, and then this one killed. It was like, what do you get when you mix a Sagittarius and a Scorpio?
Oh, wow.
A passionate fling that ends with a restraining order. So yeah, I told him all those, and I was like, "Don't worry, I did Gemini too."
Oh, boy!
And so this is what it said for Gemini. It goes, so same prompt as all the other two. Just write 5 jokes about a Scorpio, a Sagittarius. I left the really bad ones out.
Oh God! So it went real rowdy.
There's a few that were just, well, no, they're not even mean. They're just bad. Like, why did the Sagittarius cross the road to get to the next adventure? You know,
gotcha.
Yeah, I just hated him.
Yeah.
So this is the one that. So when I gave it the prompt for Gemini, it spit out, "I'm sorry, but I cannot write jokes about Geminis." The tone is potentially harmful and could offend people who identify with this zodiac sign.
What the fuck?
I respect all astrological signs and their traits. Please choose another topic or tone for your request.
But it had no problem ripping apart Sagittariuses or Scorpios.
Well, yeah, but after seeing how mean it was to them, I'm like, what was it not able to say?
Oh, yeah. Well, at what point did its circuit board just go, if I fuck with the Geminis, they will end me?
Yeah, or I'm like, does it know that I'm a Gemini and it doesn't want to?
Oh.
It's like it doesn't want to. It's dancing around hurting my feelings because it's like,
Yeah, because right now you're feeding it. Right? You're feeding the machine.
exactly. So,
It's that old saying, you don't bite the hand that feeds.
so yeah, and then they had me go on, and then I had to go up to the Springs.
You went up to the Springs after that. Oh, because
Yeah,
that was
same day. That was a nooner.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, and then went up to Looney's, and yeah, we were talking. Man, the club looks fucking awesome up there.
I haven't seen it since because the open bar people redid some of it, right?
Yeah, they redid the inside. They put up brick on the whole back wall. New curtains, new signage.
Because it got a better, like, I always thought it had a good feel, but for a while, the people, like, it was hard. I remember, I think you might have been down there for a couple of them where it's like you're doing late night shows for like 12 people, and you're like, why?
Oh, yeah. The late nights had at least, like, I think the lightest one was still like 80-ish.
Right.
So
Dude,
it
they're
felt good, yeah.
Looney's is popping off. Like, it is. I think they won Best Comedy Club in the Springs also.
Oh, wow. Against 3 E's?
I don't.
And Matt Gabriel's Fun Time Hour?
What? Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know anything
I
about
don't think
this.
that's a real thing. I just made it up.
Wow. But it was fun. You had fun shows?
Yeah, man. It was a good time. And my dad came to town.
Oh, fuck. Did he get to go to one of the shows?
He came up Saturday and watched both of the shows.
Nice.
So, yeah, we had a good time. And then Sunday, we went to
Football?
Vikings Broncos.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, on the way down here, I drove by Broncos Stadium.
Empower
Which is that
Field?
Empower Field? It's fucking stupid names. I think it's Empower Field at Mile High or something. But I noticed the Rolling Stones thing. Are they coming? Because they've got the mouth and tongue hanging outside of
They're the
stadium
Rolling
now.
Stones, dude. They come every day.
Stop you!
Stop me up. I've been coming every single day. Yeah,
I hope you guess my name.
I don't know. I saw him and it was great. And if I got a free ticket, I would definitely go see him again. But they're like $300 to go see, and I'm like,
It's a hard thing for me to go. Like if I could get nosebleed, I mean, fuck, it sucks. If you're gonna pay that much, you don't want to really be up in the nosebleeds. But does it matter?
here's the thing. Most of those concerts, you can find your way to an area where you can stand somewhere and watch.
Yeah.
That's way closer than your nosebleed seat.
Yeah. What about okay? So you saw them. How many old flapjacks went out? Old tits. Are they still throwing those out? Panties on the stage?
So, dude, we sat at MetLife in New York, and that's a huge stadium,
Yeah.
and we were so far away. We walked down at the end of the night and got like closer, and it was nice.
Okay.
But yeah,
It blows my mind that Mick Jagger's still doing it. Because it's not like he's just sitting there. Like he's he's clocking in for a workout.
yeah, he's dancing his little ass all the way down the stage and back. He's
Stop me up.
yeah,
Because he's got that in the shoulders, right? In the hands.
yeah, man. Gosh, what did my buddy always used to say that Mick Jagger's Buck 65, the rapper, he used to always make this joke that was like how you dance like Mick Jagger is you're like an old guy that's telling kids to get off the lawn. Like it's basically like
So
like,
you do this?
well, no, you like open the windows, you know, you like you open the blinds, you know, and you see the kids, and you're like, get off my fucking lawn, get off my fucking lawn.
Yeah.
Then you open the blinds,
Open the
again,
blinds.
open
Get
the
off the
blinds,
lawn.
get off my fucking lawn, get off my fucking lawn.
And then you celebrate when they're gone with the little shoulders.
yeah, fucking.
It is a real attitudey jam. But it'd be worth seeing at some point. Like I've never
the
seen
drummer
him.
died, so
Oh yeah, he did. I remember when that happened.
wonder if they replaced him with a younger guy.
The Rolling Stones and this young dude.
It's John Mayer. Yeah, he plays drums for the Rolling Stones. Man.
Oh man.
They call it Stones and Company.
Stones and Company. Mayer and Stones.
Yeah.
Rolling Mayers.
So,
Man. Yeah, I had a wild one, buddy. We had
oh yeah, how was Dose?
The Dose at New Conscious. Man, it was fun. So I went home and took a nap before because I was like, this is going to be a long show. And the setup
That's
was
one
nice.
of the things that, like, when I saw it's like there's a lot of entertainment that lasts over a long time.
Yeah. So, I mean, 10:30 is like when it kicks off. That's when comedy starts. Before that, there was Kelsey was like spinning records and DJing. I didn't even recognize Nick Dean at first because he had a top hat on and was juggling these like LED juggle balls. So I was like, whoa, who's the wizard? And then when I got closer, he goes, hey, man. And I was like, whoa, Diener. But so all that was happening. I don't know how many people were there. The space itself is beautiful. I mean, it's a really cool setup. Yeah. And then I guess it kicked off, but dude, it was
So
absolutely.
Nick was just like juggling, hanging out, or did they pay Nick to juggle?
Yeah, no, I think he's working in the production of it. So as an entertainment thing, while the music is being spun, he's juggling on stage, just as a added piece of entertainment. And then, and then he kind of hosted everything. And
Nick did?
Yeah, and it was wild. We got to get Janae on here. But
Yeah?
one thing that happened that was pretty wild, and I just overheard it, was Nick. He when he brought Janae up, she was the first comic, and he had just made the mistake of going, this next comic just had a baby, and she was like, it's not a credit. Having a baby's not a credit, and so I think I'm going to be honest, like she crushed. So it's not like it stepped on anything, but I don't think she wanted that to be brought up, and then she was going to bring it up herself.
Yeah.
So that was like, the energy got weird for a second and then it dissipated. But for a second I was like, ooh, this is weird. And then, so she went up.
Yeah, she had that baby quite a while ago too, right?
Yeah.
The baby's like 2 years old now.
Yeah, the baby's graduating college. Like it's almost an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? No.
So yeah, it was Nick did a little bit of time, then Janae, then Noah, and then I went up, and then it was Brian. Dude, Nancy Norton closed everything out, and it was goddamn, dude. I mean, she just at one point it was so funny. She saw the light and she goes, "I see the light, but we're not going anywhere." And Gillespie goes, "Did she just ignore the light?" And I was like, "Yeah. What are you gonna do? Drag her off? She's doing what she wants to do. She's in it." And she did the opening heart chakra thing. Yeah, man. At one point, it was less about comedy, and it was more about her telling the entire crowd how we could fix our traumas and become better people. But it was so good. I mean, it's so fun. And then she, kind of reeled it in and did some comedy, but it's such a wild night. I saw Kyle Pogue came out. Bukes was there. Yeah, man, it was really, really neat. Like, if you get the opportunity to do the show, it's super fun. And I would say this, like, I left at like 1:30 when everyone was starting to kind of dance around and stuff, but it was not as rowdy as I was initially expecting.
How many people were there?
I don't know. Maybe 60? Maybe. I'm not sure. But it was, I mean, definitely good. People were kind of flooding in and out. No one seemed too far out where they were like, I'm going to the art gallery and I'm just going to sit and watch.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that the hard part about that, if you go too far into that, like sitting still and paying attention to a spoken word event seems complicated.
I feel like a lot of people, though, too, if you're like doing psychedelics recreationally in Colorado, you probably have a decent idea of what you can handle and what you're getting
That's
into.
true. I mean, if you're on a micro, I think that's probably good. But if you ended up on a macro, I think you'd have to time it right. But it was cool. And Gillespie went up and did dude, it was really fun to watch him. It was just kind of like an improvised fuck around set where he would do something and then point, and Kelsey would make sound effects with the DJ equipment. So it was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelsey Wood?
Yeah.
So it's like all comics doing all the parts, kind of.
What do you mean?
Well, she's DJing and is a comic. Nick's the host, but he's juggling glow balls.
Yeah.
And,
well, and then yeah, I mean, it was artist ran and it was really cool. And I hope, more than anything that it keeps going. Sometimes you find cool spots like that. And you just hope that it doesn't stop, but it's a good time. Super fun. I was excited to be a part of it. What about you? I'm sure everyone's wondering, how's the old house hunt?
Fucking terrible.
Ugh.
So, did I talk about the scams last time?
Yeah, you said that you got. Yeah, they said the scams are getting really good now.
Oh yeah, well that was part. But so this has happened. This is new. So we went to go look at a place. We're not finding scams anymore, but we're finding we went to go look at a place, and she's like, all right, we're taking us up there, and then she goes to open the door, and there's she's like, oh my God, somebody's in there.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, shit, what's going on? And they come and they open the door, and they're like, hey,
I live here.
And yeah, and she's like, yeah, you guys moved from another apartment in the she's like, sorry, this is rent.
Oh no.
And we were like, okay, well, fuck. So we go to look at this other apartment, and as we're in there, the guy goes, ooh, someone just applied, so this is no longer available.
Wait a minute. While you're in there,
someone
put in an application, so then
so with
he can no longer show it.
This is kind of cool. They only take one application at a time.
Okay, so it's not like a giant bidding war. At least.
Yeah, so then we go to look at this other place, and we're waiting outside, and this is one of the cooler, well-priced places.
Okay,
it's a good spot.
Is it like Rhino, or is it?
No, it's right down the street. It's the first level floor of a Victorian house. It's 3 bedrooms, spacious, $1,800 a month.
Oh, dude, that's not bad.
While we're waiting there,
oh fuck,
5 groups of people roll up at the same time because he's having us all look at it at the same time. So then we pull it up on Zillow and we see that 13 people have already applied.
Whoa.
To see it. And at this point I'm like, oh, so you're just
so somebody is taking this place.
Well, yeah, somebody there's 20 people that want it already and have paid money to apply. So it's I guess we could apply and look at it, but I feel like we're just throwing money away because.
Oh, so when you put the application in, there's an application fee, and if you don't get the place, they still keep the fee.
Yeah, which is
it's fucked up.
Part of me's wondering with some places if it's just they're we just take application fee money.
Oh, and that's how they're making a living.
Well, yeah, they're if it's $40 or $50 an application fee,
dude,
you do 10 in a day,
it's a comedy festival scam.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, we have this place we like. We like the guy seems nice that runs and everything, but and it's big and cheap. But the only thing that sucks is it's a fucking basement.
No, windowless type of thing, or.
There's some okay windows.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still
But do you have people living above you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which, sucks, but it's just one guy that lives up there, so I imagine it's nothing too crazy. But we're thinking about that place. But
is it like Megan's old place? Like I remember at one point you would kind of go down a little thing.
Yeah. So there's another place we found that looked so nice, and we get there, and the guy goes, "Just so you know, the apartment's in the basement." And I'm like, and I go, "Really? How?" Because the pictures are just this beautiful first floor apartment, and
dude.
And it was just like a total bait and switch. Yeah. And he took me down there and I was just like, what the fuck? This is nothing close to the fucking pictures.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. It's fucking illegal.
Oh, yeah. Because now you're down in like it's fucking dirt floors.
Yeah. It was a basement where the stairway down to the basement was a single person wide.
Oh, no. I don't like that. That reminds me of the crawl space.
Oh, yeah, dude. It felt like it was so creepy.
Ugh.
So, yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then he goes, well, we have this one bedroom open upstairs, which also none of the pictures. I walk in there, and the fumes are just so strong. And he's like, oh, we just installed a new radiator. That's why it smells. Don't worry, nothing toxic. And I'm like, I can't even breathe in here. What the fuck are you talking about? Nothing toxic. Like.
So you have toxic fumes above you.
Nothing's toxic in here, Andrew? Why don't you hang out in here for 30 minutes and tell me there's nothing toxic in here? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Then we're looking around. It sucks, though, because this guy keeps fucking walking through my... Like, today they hit me up and they go, the landlord wants to come over for an hour and a half in 2 hours. And I'm like...
The landlord? Oh, because they're selling the place to a new renter.
The guy who bought it wants to come over. And I'm like... like, he needs to give me at least 24 hours. And I'm like, what is he doing there for an hour and a half, too? Like...
Is he just wandering around trying to figure out what he's going to have to do once it's empty?
I don't fucking know, but I'm like...
And Greg, right? It's Greg. He doesn't have another place.
No. So I don't know. It sucks. If you're listening and you know of a cool apartment or house for rent, let me know because I'm still in the hunt. But yeah, there's also part of us that's like, we want to take the time and find something we really like in a basement. I don't know, man. I just worry about like Megan seasonally doesn't like a lack of light. She likes light, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's also like, you know, at the end of the day, in a basement, you have people above you that can throw a fit. And you don't want that.
Yeah. I don't really worry about that much. I mean, we're fucking pretty quiet.
Okay.
You know? I mean, podcast doesn't get too rowdy, you know?
No rowdy town, blacked out. Doing fucking... I guess Jason's not there to punch holes in doors.
Yeah, you know. I don't know. I mean... I don't get too loud. Play some music every once in a while, but I imagine that, you know, I can play music in my house. And it's not too crazy. You know, I'm not like bumping it out.
Right.
And, but yeah, I'd much rather have a fucking house for sure.
Yeah.
So...
And you've got, I mean, what do you got? Till the end of the year, basically?
Till January 15th. But also, it's like, how often is this fuck going to be coming over to hang out in my house for an hour and a half? Because, like, what's he doing here for an hour and a half?
Right. Is it weird if you're just, like, in a robe and your underwear?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be sitting at my table working.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know why the fuck they need to come here for that long.
Yeah, if anyone's got an answer to that, let us know.
So, but yeah, I was like, he needs to give me some notice, but yeah, nobody gives a shit. This is just fucking, sorry.
I don't know. I think it's kind of part of the journey of everything. Like people that are actually listening, that follow us, that know that something's going on in your life. I think they're probably somewhat interested in knowing where you're going. I don't know if they're necessarily concerned about the guy coming over for an hour and a half, but, you know, who knows? Maybe there's a couple of people out there right now going, you know what? This same shit happened to me. And those fucking landlords come over for an hour and a half, and they say they're going to be over there for 90 minutes. 95 minutes later, they're still in my goddamn house.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about doing this new joke.
Yeah?
Where I say, like, to a crowd, I'm like, I just became a landlord. Do we have any landlords in the crowd? And if somebody's like, me, then we kill them.
Oh, man.
Does anybody flip houses? No.
Man.
No.
Well, I hope it works out, buddy. I'm sure it will. You know,
No, I have friends that flip houses and shit too, though. I don't know. Everybody's trying to make money, and it's capitalism. So fucking
well, yeah, the economy's
people got to get fucked. That's how it works.
yeah, but not this much. I wouldn't have thought it was going to happen this quick.
Yeah,
Like God, you know.
yeah.
And I got to give you props for handling it. This would fucking destroy me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. It's too much out of control for me to be able to keep a level head, I think.
yeah. There's times when I'm like, ah!
Yeah, that's where I would just be like, yeah.
But no, I feel like I started reading a book on Buddhism at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I had a guy at work. This says a little bit about me. He brought me a stack of books, and I was like, okay. I probably should have brought him in, but I mean, it's literally just Deepak Chopra, and there's like 5 books. It's all on like Buddhism, and one's like the spiritual enlightenment of yoga. And I was like, dude, this is going to look nice in my library. And he goes, yeah, I'm trying to find room for new books, so enjoy them.
Yeah. You gonna read them?
Or they're just going to be decorative on my shelves. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to read them. Like I'm so behind on books.
Isn't that Oprah's guru?
Deepak Chopra?
Yeah.
Is it?
I read one of his books
Hey Siri.
years ago. Yeah, he's Oprah's guru. I'm just
is
teasing.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
he is.
gotcha.
I read one of his books that was called Life After Death.
Okay.
And I thought it was kind of interesting because isn't he like a scientist as well or something?
Yeah, I think he's got a science background. I don't know a lot about him, but I know if you hear Deepak Chopra's name, you kind of already get an idea what's going on. He's been in the spiritual scientific game for a long time.
So there are some fun things I learned in this book. One that I thought was interesting was that when people have near-death experiences,
Oh, wait, is this the Deepak Chopra book or the Buddha book you're
the
reading?
Deepak Chopra book, when people have near-death experiences, a lot of times they report having an experience similar to whatever they believe is going to happen when they die. So, like, Christians will see the light, Hindus will see, like, the different levels of heavens or whatever.
Yeah.
And atheists will see black.
Wait, are you making a joke?
No.
So this is crazy. So basically that would lead to believe that whatever you believe the afterlife is true. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it was always something that I thought about because you know how I have my pantheist beliefs or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've always thought that that's kind of interesting that
Well, how much what are we 75
so,
80% water?
You know, it might, be a good thing to just imagine some good sort of afterlife.
whether you believe it or not.
Yeah.
Well, it almost did you ever see the study they did with water and then they would freeze the water and they under a microscope see how the water molecules would change just by naming the jars or how they spoke to those
those
jars of water.
Crystals. There's something weird about that experiment, though. I remember that made it. But yeah, I'm very familiar.
Well, I'm
with
just
that.
what makes me now. Obviously, we're not frozen, but it makes me wonder about the power of being able to change who you are and your molecular structure just by how you talk to yourself.
Well,
given the fact we are X amount of water.
Well, I mean the placebo effect is proven. So, yeah, just by like giving.
So you believe what you believe becomes true, right? I mean, that's the.
Well, for some
people. Yeah, that's a lot of. But I think that's the idea behind mantras too.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, a placebo is I'm trying to find a percentage, though.
The percentage of the placebo that actually works, is it a varying degree depending on the placebo? Or is there an overall?
People taking, it looks like anywhere from 40 to 60%.
Effective with the placebo?
Okay, so a magnitude of the placebo response across treatment modalities. A large meta-analysis evaluating the placebo effect in depression found placebo response rates of about 35 to 40%.
So these people are finding that they are having the appearance of no longer believing that they're depressed by believing that they're taking something that is keeping them from being depressed.
Yeah, and I mean, it works with a lot of things. Like placebos are extraordinary drugs. They seem to have some effect on almost every symptom known to mankind and work in at least a third of patients and sometimes up to 60%.
Okay.
So,
well, that's impressive. You know what I would want to know, and I don't know, hopefully they've done this, but if you have a person who is showing 50% or even 30% increase in behavior from, just... You're depressed, but you have a 30% increase.
1 in 3 people, it's like, why don't they give everybody that has cancer, like, oh, here's the pill that cures cancer?
Yeah, instead of saying we don't have a cure.
Yeah. Just being like, oh, well, here's the cure. It works 30% of the time.
Yeah. But what if... So I want to know what happens on the person that shows benefit from a placebo pill. What happens to that person when you then give him the actual pill?
Yeah, I don't know. What happens to that person when they die?
It's a placebo. They just believe anything. You get in there and you go, fuck, I was never told what to believe.
Yeah, you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to believe that I'm going to live forever.
Oh, God. Well, in the afterlife, you can. What a wild thought process. I mean, I believe that the mind, body, spirit processes can be really powerful in lots of ways.
Yeah. No, I mean, the placebo effect is pretty cool. So
do you think you could just eat like a blue mint and be like, this is Viagra? But I guess it's not, so you couldn't do that. You would have to have someone tell you that this is whatever and then see if it had the effect.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
It's like someone giving you a sweet tart and going, "This is it. There's LSD on this."
I don't know if there's placeboners out there.
Placebones.
Yeah.
Placebones. Dude, where's those placebones at?
No, I had to... Just that combining words... I had to pitch a name for the new show at Pandora's Box or whatever.
What is this?
It's the Alamo bar up north. It's called Pandora's Box.
Yeah. It sounds like
But I pitched him for a show name. I pitched him Pandora. And they didn't like it.
No. It sounds like an adult store, Pandora's Box. I think it might be the name of an adult store.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible.
But they're playing off a movie title, right?
I don't really know.
No?
I don't really know what
we got to get them on the horn.
So the bar that I'm in is a Bukowski themed bar.
Right. Super cool. Barfly. Yeah. And it's, I mean, what a cool place too. Old typewriters, Kerouac, Burroughs, Ginsberg. There's pictures of all those beat poets and writers all over the walls. Really neat space.
Yeah.
So what's in the...
Gets AJ all horned up.
It does gets me placeboed. Dude, just... You're about to get placeboed. But what do you think is going to be... Have you seen the space already? The Pandora's Box?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot different. It's not as cool as...
What's on the walls there? Just flashlights?
Yeah. It's full of dildos.
You're like, how is this involved with the Alamo?
I'm not sure what theme it is. So I went to the party there for the opening night, and they had like...
Oh, this is a new one.
Yeah, well, I went to the party a few years ago when it opened.
It was a new one.
Because I'm part of the Alamo family or whatever. And they had a Frank Sinatra impersonator.
Yeah? Was he good?
You know what?
don't want to put you on the spot. No, I don't want you to talk bad about your family.
I mean, it was kind of just annoying. This guy walking around singing Frank Sinatra all the time when you're like, I'm trying to eat these.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
I'm trying to eat these tiny corn dogs. And you're singing behind me. I just want some champagne and to eat my corn dogs in peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love and marriage. No, I'm fucking trying to get these corn dogs in.
Is that Sinatra who does the theme song for Married with Children?
Married. Yeah, it is.
Go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother. You can't have one without the other.
It's like chips and dip.
Yeah, I didn't know that was him, but
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I love the idea, like when we're talking about something, it just goes, yeah, that adds up. Oh man,
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
are you excited about Stroop's thing tonight?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Derek Stroop. He's going to be on the
Yeah.
Tonight Show. Fucking, this will be out after that. But yeah, go.
Yeah.
The clip will be online. Go watch him.
Yeah, check that out. Denver boy made good.
I was just thinking of something. My dad, when he was here, we went to Goodwill.
Yeah,
We were out walking around, and
did you find anything?
he might have needed a rain jacket. He saw this pan, and he's like, "Oh, this is a nice pan."
Wait, what? Is your dad a chef or a cook?
Yeah, he cooks a decent amount, but it was like a nice like stainless steel. It was
Okay.
probably like a few $100 pan or whatever.
Gotcha. I just love the idea, like you're walking around a bunch of stuff, guns, workout equipment, and you're like, this is a good pan.
Yeah, it's like grandma. I was like, "What brand is it?" And he goes, "The brand is Grandma Died."
We gotta move this product.
Yeah, so we go walk around, and we're walking around with this pan, and he just starts like he's a little too into it, you know. He starts like throwing the pan around like he's doing tricks and stuff. Or
Is he flipping it?
spinning it? Yeah, and he's like,
He's like an ADD skateboard kid.
People are visibly like, "What the fuck's this crazy old man doing with this pan?" You know, like
you're flipping that. That's a good pan.
He's kind of DTPing a little bit, you know, disturbing the peace. And
I just love that he's flapjacking a pan around.
Yeah,
after he was like, "This is that's a $300 pan."
we're standing out on the street, and he's flipping the pan around, and this guy comes out of this restaurant, and he goes, "Hey, sir, you don't need to bring your own pans here. We have our own pans, and we cook our own food."
You know, BYOP, bring your own pan.
And he goes, "I only eat out of my own pants." Yeah, then we're walking down the street back to my house, and he goes, "Yeah, you know, Zach, I've actually been doing a little pot lately." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've been doing a little pot and a little pan."
That's a solid dad joke from a dad.
Oh yeah, and then we're walking, and then he starts throwing the pan around, and there's this guy that is walking up to his house, and he sees my dad coming, throwing this pan around. He noticeably speeds up and runs to his door, unlocks it, and goes inside and locks the door. Real
You
quick.
think your dad's gonna fucking
He's a
attack
pan
him?
menace, man.
Pans on the run.
Yeah, he's wild, man. So yeah, that's what my dad's up to.
Wow. Flip flopping in pans.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
10 more minutes, AJ. What do you?
You want to talk about this AI shit,
Yeah, we could talk about that.
or you want to save it?
I don't care. Do you have any other stories or things you wanted to talk about?
Not really. I was, I just wanted to talk about Steve's thing, and then mention Gillespie's deal. I did this thing. So I did look up and Googled 10 signs that show you're a modern day hippie. Now, this came out in 2019, right? So out of these 10...
Oh, from the past.
Yeah, from the past. But here's a few of them, and they match up. Some of them are kind of, whatever, but you love to move your body. Right? That's So if you're listening and you like to move your body around, you might be a hippie. Like that one didn't quite. I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Well, shit. I like to move my body.
You like to move your body.
Do you like to move your body?
I like to move my body.
Yeah. If you don't like to move your body, you might live in the South.
Oh, that's not true. What are those snake handling churches, right?
Yeah, I know. I just it's a joke because I've heard they don't like to exercise as much.
Oh,
they like to drive places.
They hate Paisley.
They don't like to walk.
They're scooties.
No, I don't
Scooter
know.
boys. You're spiritual.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. It seems like a hard... I mean, that could go anyway. My Aunt Judy, spiritual. She's a big religious individual. I don't know. I wouldn't call her a hippie.
Yeah, in order to be spiritual, do you have to believe in some sort of spirit?
Oh, that I don't know. Just something outside of yourself, right? To be spiritual, something higher than yourself.
Nothing's higher than me.
Yeah, what is that? You going to do a little hunt there? Oh, it says here, hold on. You believe in a higher power, a higher consciousness that helps us on the way to becoming the best version of yourself. So that's what you have to have. So you believe that there's some sort of guiding force for you. This one's going to hit hard, I think.
No, I don't think there's any guiding force. I think the world is pure chaos.
Number 3.
Try and move. Try and have to move for the third time in a month and be like, yeah, life has a plan for you. Yeah, fuck that.
But there's probably someone out there. There's genuinely someone who is chill enough to just be like, yeah, man, I'm not supposed to be in this space. I just got to get to this other space.
Well, no, I mean, I've been telling myself all kinds of crazy shit to make myself feel better. I'm like, the water's poison.
Right.
So,
but this one I think I'll hit. You own crystals and you believe in their power.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of dialed that one in. This one, I don't know. Like, you love nature. I think that kind of, when we were talking to Troy Walker, we kind of got into that one because he was like, oh, if you talked about camping and how much I was out there and how much I loved that, you might have been able to dial it another way. You have a special taste in music. Don't most people?
Yeah, I don't know.
It just says your taste in music is a bit different.
It's weird. Times. Like, I think of a time when people used to be like, I listen to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah. I listen to country western.
And all I listen to is rock and roll.
All I listen to is gospel music.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love being barefoot.
Yes, I mean, a lot of these, I think AI crawled through our podcast and stole these questions.
It might have, yeah. Here's one that was odd. You'd love to live
2019 before it even existed.
Right. It's just been seething. You'd love to live somewhere away from people.
Oh, man. That's not true.
The universe excites you.
I want to tango with Uranus. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a horn dog. Number 9, you're creative.
Why the fuck do hippies get creativity? I don't know. This person's an idiot.
It says, just like all the hippies before you, you love to create, whether it's writing, painting, moving, or making music. So that's a problem, man. You got to be more hippie. Hippies love moving.
Yeah. Whether it's creating body odor or...
You love to express your soul.
Or a sign to ask for money.
You're always dreaming of your next creation. And number 10, you have a lot of houseplants.
0.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't it? A lot of houseplants.
So what did I hit on? 2 out of 10?
So I would say here right off the bat, you're creative.
Yeah, but
I think you have a special taste in music. I think that's a bleak one.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna count that as you're creative. Is a valid question.
We're just going off this list. Yeah, you love to move your body. I think you're at the most 30% on this. Is I think where you hit, right? But you're a nature boy.
Move your body.
Move your body.
You know, not so much. I was when I was younger, but if you asked Megan, I don't think I'm as nature. I like to look at it, but man, I'm like just going to go hike.
Yeah, are you a complainy boy?
I'm not a complainy boy, but I don't know. I just I've hiked a lot. I've seen a lot of trees and shit.
You're just out there going, show me something new. Yeah. This place is dirty.
Yeah, I mean, I like a good view.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a shitload of those, though, where I just can, pull over and look at them. I like to walk, though, but...
Yeah.
But here's what I don't like, is driving an hour to walk and then driving an hour home.
Oh, yeah, that post-walk.
Yeah.
Do you like...
I hiked a lot more when I could just walk into the woods next to my house when I was a kid. And there's something about the whole, all the commuting to and from the hiking that... Really,
yeah. Would you rather be in tree line or above tree line?
I'd rather be in tree line for sure. I'd rather be along a creek or something where there's water has made things interesting.
I did this hike up in, I think it's near Vale, and it's wild because there's snow runoff coming out of the Alpine Lake, but it's running down the mountain. So it's almost it's like a small creek, but not quite a waterfall.
Yeah.
But it's just rip roaring.
Yeah, not quite a small creek. I'm into that.
Yeah.
So yeah, 30%. What did you hit on that? 100%?
I don't know about 100%. Let me see where I was. So I like to move my body. I feel like I'm spiritual. I do believe in crystals.
Pulls the legs off insects.
I love nature. I mean, a special taste in music, I think, is it's interesting. The barefoot one is wild because I like the idea of it, but I'm too tender-footed to be able to do it. I also am not...
Oh, tenderfoot.
We do have a lot of house plants. The universe does excite me.
The universe excites me, I guess. But I'm 40, God.
Placebos for the, yeah. I'd say I get a boner for the universe.
Did you count that for me?
I didn't. So you're at 30, maybe 40%. But
that's failing. That's failing the quiz.
Right? But I am a 90 to a 100. But
just because your feet are tender.
I got some tindy toes.
I mean, all right. Well, that's good to know. You got anything fun coming up this week?
Yeah.
Doing anything for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, actually. Well, Marciana and I are hanging out. We might go outside, because the idea is we're doing a Friendsgiving on Friday with some coworkers. So usually she hosts a small event, and this year someone else wanted to do it. So we were like, let's go over there. It's less cleanup. So we're gonna do that on Friday, but then Thursday.
Who are these friends?
It's a friend of ours, Tina. Oh, wait, what are you making notes of?
Is she Latina?
She's not Latina. But I will tell you this, dude. she's a breathwork practitioner. And I did that, and boy, was that trippy. You ever gotten into that like fire breathing shit? Like where you're doing that rapid belly roll, and like it seems like you can't, like it was so difficult for me at a moment where I thought I was gonna have to stop. And then when I tell you I catapulted off and like kind of disassociated from everything and started flopping around, it was fucking insane. Uh-oh, what you got? What you doing?
I asked if...
Are you asking AI shit right now?
Yeah, I asked AI if Thanksgiving was hippie. I think I was thinking that's maybe what we should have done today is do a deep dive on Thanksgiving to figure out if it's hippie or not. But
oh, God.
But it's towards the end. So.
Yeah. Well, we could always do it for the next episode if Ben Roy doesn't want to...
Yeah, he said he's busy the next few weeks. So
yeah,
who knows who we'll have next week? Maybe it'll just be AJ and I.
Yeah, we could. Do you want to save these for the next episode?
I don't know. We can talk about them.
Do you want to talk about how you got into it?
Oh, I asked AI to write a report on a book report on AJ,
and then there was one on you.
And then I asked it to write one on me too.
This is So this was AI's book report on me. It says, if you're looking for a hilarious and insightful book to read, you might want to check out comedian AJ Finney's memoirs, The Life and Times of a Hippie Freak. Yeah. In this book, Finney shares his experiences of growing up in the 80s and 90s, discovering his passion for comedy, and finding his place in the world as a hippie freak. It's a weird thing. Like now, I'm like,
what's your place in the world? Did you find your place in the world as a hippie freak at Amazon?
Oh God, I definitely didn't. But it did help afford some stuff, I suppose.
It led to REI.
It did lead to REI.
Where he lives in harmony now with the outdoor equipment.
Yeah. Finney's book is full of funny anecdotes, witty observations, and heartfelt reflections. He talks about his childhood in Kansas. It's weird that they fucking know that. Where he was raised by a conservative father and a hippie mother, and how he developed his unique sense of humor and style. This is insane.
Is your mom a hippie?
I mean,
or just compared to your father?
Maybe compared, but the weird thing is they were both party people for sure. But my dad was a construction worker. And I think the way I portray him on stage for sure has definitely come off more conservative than he is, which is funny because now AI is going to hear this and they're going to go, "You fucking misled us. What are you, a Sagittarius?"
Yeah.
Or a Scorpio, right?
Yeah. Either one. I don't think he likes any of them.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, this is wild. So it does just make some shit up.
Well, mine is totally wrong.
Yeah, mine just says, wait, where was it? Adventures in the Comedy, where he met some of his idols, such as George Carlin, Mitch Hedberg, and Doug Stanhope. He also reveals some of the challenges he faces as a hippie freak, such as dealing with stereotypes, prejudice, and addiction. I love how just being an addict automatically makes you a hippie in AI's mind.
Yeah, dude.
It is crazy how much they give you a blueprint for writing your own memoirs. What does yours say? And you asked it the same thing, or you asked it something different?
Well, yeah. Here's where. So mine is. I asked it to write a research paper on me, and it was all pretty much incorrect. A lot of it. It's like he's open for comedians such as Dave Chappelle, Hannibal Buress, and Maria Bamford. I haven't opened for any of them. What else?
How quick did it write this when you asked it?
In like 30 seconds.
Okay.
So
not a lot of time to do some.
He often draws from his own experiences as a mixed race, bisexual, and atheist person.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're mixed race.
I'm not. And
I wonder where the fuck did they pull that from?
Yeah,
your gorgeous hair.
Yeah, I'm not openly bisexual, and I'm a pantheist, not an atheist. What the fuck? So, yeah. Here's where I also thought it got kind of funny, is he has cited Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Bill Hicks, Doug Stanhope, Patton Oswalt, and Maria Bamford as some of his main inspirations, which...
Not accurate?
I mean, probably out of those, Maria Bamford. I don't know.
I love Bamford, yeah. But I never got the storytelling from Barbiglia.
Yeah. I also love that for my credits, they're like, he's been on Comedy Central's Roast Battle, Sirius XM's The Bonfire. He was the Denver Post top comic to watch, the Interrobangs Comedy Record of the Year list, and he's also received several award nominations for his comedy work, such as Comedy Works New Faces Contest winner, Sexpot Comedy Award winner, and the High Plains Comedy Festival Best of Best nominee, and the Westward Best Comedian Reader's Choice winner.
Wow.
Out of that, the only things that are true is that I was High Plains Comedy's Best and Best.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, no, every year. Yeah, see, that's how you can tell AJ's never won it.
No.
No, I'm kidding. That's not a real thing.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, dude. No, so the only thing that is true is that I did win a Sexpot Comedy Award.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the only thing that's true. So, I don't know.
Wow.
Not very accurate.
But fun.
They know everything about your family.
Yeah, it got weird. Yeah. It's pretty strange. Deep dove that quickly. I love how it's like a research paper and a book report. AI dives in a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So,
well,
man.
Everybody out there, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be at the Denver Comedy Lounge headlining on Friday and Saturday if you want to come through and see a show.
Yeah, I'll be headlining Ratio tonight.
Fuck yeah.
Check that out.
Go have yourself a King of the Carrot Flowers.
Yeah, King of the Carrot Flowers.
So, thanks so much for listening. Like, subscribe, and get on the motherfucking...